Welcome to this demonstration showing how to receive and return items in Mountaineer Marketplace. You will need to manually receive items in Mountaineer Marketplace for all orders from a supplier catalog, for all orders from a non-catalog form, and for a PO change order. You will not need to receive here for request forms when you entered a goods receive date on the request form. When you submitted the request form, that was equivalent to confirming the transaction. You have two different ways to locate a purchase order that you will need to receive. You can click the person icon in the upper right corner. This screen shows the purchase orders that you initiated. Another way to locate purchase orders is from the menu on the left. Click the orders icon. A flyout menu appears. Click My Orders. Click My Purchase Orders. In both cases, you will arrive at the same list of purchase orders. The default search is for purchase orders within the last 90 days, but you can click the drop-down arrow and choose to view all purchase orders, even those older than 90 days. In the list of your purchase orders, look at the matching status column. The matching status column shows whether you may still receive items. If the matching status shows no matches or partially received, you will need to receive the items here. If the matching status column displays fully matched, fully invoiced, or fully received, you may no longer receive items. To receive an item, click the ellipsis to the left of the purchase order number. Click Create Quantity Receipt. The receiving screen appears. The receipt date by default is the current date. If necessary, change this to the date the goods were actually received. Scroll to the bottom. In the lower part of the screen, verify that the quantity is the number you actually received. If it is correct, check the box at the right side of the row for this line of the purchase order. A green check mark appears. However, if you did not actually receive 8 items, you would need to change the quantity to the amount you did physically receive before completing this receipt. In the example, the quantity received was 5. After changing the quantity to the amount you actually received, check the box at the right side of the row. A green check mark appears. Then click the Complete button. A confirmation message will be displayed. When you have received just a partial shipment, you will be able to receive the other items when they arrive. Now let's look at how to receive against a purchase order for services. Click the Orders icon. Click My Orders. Click My Purchase Orders. Click the ellipsis at the left side of the row. Click Create Quantity Receipt. You will see an error message. You will need to click Create Cost Receipt. The receipt date shows the current date. When this is incorrect, change this to the last date of services as shown on the invoice. In the lower part of the screen, the cost field shows the dollar amount of the service that needs to be received. If this is the exact amount for the service that has been performed, check the box at the right of the screen. However, if you received a lesser amount than is in the cost field, change the amount to the amount that has actually been performed. In this example, only $30 worth of the services has actually been performed. Then check the box at the right part of the row. A green check mark appears. If you realize that you made a mistake and did not intend to receive the item, you can uncheck the check mark and exit the screen. If you are ready to record the receipt of the service, make sure you see the green check mark at the right side of the row and then click the Complete button in the upper right corner. A confirmation message will be displayed. You will be able to receive the remainder of the cost of this purchase order when those services have been performed. Now let's take a look at returning items. There are numerous reasons why you may be returning an item. You may have received a broken item from the supplier. Or maybe the supplier sent you the wrong item. Perhaps you already received the item in Mountaineer Marketplace but you have changed your mind about keeping it. Or maybe the item is on back order and it will arrive too late for your needs. If you are planning on returning items you have received from a supplier for any reason, do not perform the receiving steps you saw earlier in this movie. Instead, start by working directly with the supplier to arrange to have the items returned. You can locate supplier customer service contact information in the supplier catalog. If this was a non-catalog order and you do not have supplier contact information, you can email procurement, contract and payment services. After you have made arrangements with the supplier to either return, retain or have a replacement item shipped, email procurement to ensure proper processing of your existing purchase order. Any associated encumbrances or pending payments are corrected per your specific situation. Now we will look at how to delete a draft receipt. If you begin to receive an item but do not click complete, you will have a draft receipt that is taking up storage space in the system. To delete a draft receipt, click the Accounts Payable icon on the left. Then click Receipts. Now click View Draft Receipts. A list of your draft receipts is displayed. For any draft receipt you wish to delete, click the trash can on the right. A success message will be displayed. This concludes this demonstration. Thank you for watching.